folks, Chef Nicholas J here. Today I just wanted to do just a quick conversation as a dead messenger to you to talk about what's going on here. My neighbor called me over because underneath this shed right here there was she had noticed within the last 3 weeks that there were bees hovering around here, honeybees, and basically she knew that I had honeybees, and she thought they might have been mine, but there were way too many in the swarm for them to have been mine. So I want to address that in a minute, but I wanted to talk to you about how I got this honeybee colony out of this little nest that they made. This was, by what I could tell, not very old. She said 3 weeks. They had maybe some comb built out about that much from the bottom of the floorboard, as you'll see in some B-roll here in the footage. But I wanted to talk to you about what my plan of action was, more specifically. I got the bees out. This is not how to remove bees, because they'll find a place and it'll be as unique as anything. So no swarm capture out of a wall or a cavity is ever going to be the same. So this is just my strategy to what I'm going to do with relocating these, because I'm relocating these to not very far away, maybe 100 yards away, and they're going to recognize the location, and they'll eventually return. So I want to avoid that. What I did was I got into the bottom of the floorboard and I used a queen clip, and I'll show you a picture of that here shortly in the footage. I found the queen. Believe me, it's not always going to be easy to find a queen. She was a little bit smaller because I would suppose that she was still gaining weight from when the colony starved her before they swarmed from their previous location. I'm right here next to a road, so I apologize about the noise. So I got her in a clip, and I got most of the bees out from underneath out from their nest that they had already filled, and their location was right here where the sand is, right there, where I'm pointing over there. And I placed the queen in the clip in the bottom of this, and she releases a pheromone called Nasonov pheromone, and she basically controls the colony's behavior through pheromone. So when I put her in this, I scooped out most of the bees, and then throughout the day, and this is what's unique about this situation, is that I can sit here and walk over to my place pretty easily until sun goes down, when all the forager bees come in. And the bees that are in the nest here, in this colony, this hive body right here, will stand at the entrance here, and they will fan that pheromone to the rest of the bees coming in, and instead of landing where they're normally used to landing, they're all coming in right here. They're reorienting and everything, and when sun goes down, I'm going to relocate them to a new location. Now there's an adage that you can move them either 3 inches or 3 miles, but nothing in between, because when they're moved 3 miles away, they have to reorient to where they are, their new location is. But 3 inches is about the most you can move a colony without them disorienting, because they will return back to the exact same location that they are used to their home being in. So the way that I'm going to keep the queen in here, I can't keep her in the clip. There's no comb built out in this colony right here, so I'm going to put some sugar water for them to feed on and build out more comb. I saved the comb that they had already drawn out, and I put it into a Langstroth frame with rubber bands around it to hold it in place so that they can build off of it. And I'm going to take a queen excluder. I use queen excluders on my colonies. I want very efficient use of space. I have a very small property, but there's some problems. It's very controversial to use queen excluders, so that'll be a discussion for another time. But I'm going to keep a queen excluder down here, in the bottom of this, so she can't escape, but the worker forager bees can. They're big enough to go through. And I'm going to keep her in there for maybe, keep the queen excluder there for maybe a week. The problem with queen excluders is that the drones can't fit through either. So when they start drawing out the comb and she starts laying eggs in it, they're going to need to be able to escape to mate with other queens in the area. Mate with other queens in the area. So I just thought I'd do a quick video here to tell you about that strategy. The biggest thing being the queen excluder in the bottom, and then I'm gonna try to relocate it via guerrilla beekeeping. That's my terminology for putting bees in a location that, you know, I don't know is legal, whether or not it's legal or not, but I know it's a safe place because I know there's very low human interaction in the location that I've chosen, but it's not on state lands either, so I don't really know about the legality of it. But this is just basically to reorient them in a temporary fashion, no longer than a week, and then I will move them back to where 100 yards away from where I'm sitting right now. If you have a friend that's willing to let you keep bees on their property for a little while, this is a great way to keep them from absconding from the hive body in which you place them. So I hope that this quick video has found you well. You can find me at Instagram at Chef Nicholas J and at the Bee Pimp. I try to keep my two hobbies separate. I try to keep my career and my hobbies separate. So check those out, and you guys know what to do. And do me a favor, don't push the notification bell. I'm not competing with other people. I want you guys to be focused on my videos if you choose to watch them. I don't want you to get a little ding each time I post a video. I think that's incredibly silly. It's very unrealistic. All I would appreciate is for you to subscribe. I hope that the video content helps you. If you have a different strategy, of course, please post those in the comments down below. I think that beekeeping is a great community building hobby, and it's a lot of fun. And that's what I want the nature of the comments down below to be. I want them to be fun. I don't want any uncivil or any disrespectful comments. So please, constructive criticism, I welcome that. So I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.